on the side, but I'm going to take your sauce. All right, cool. Thank you. No problem. All right, let's go.
What are you pointing at me for, man? What are you pointing at me for?
I just wondered if you wanted to hop on.
Is this an actual match?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Does double have pools?
No, it's straight bracket.
Well, I mean, how am I supposed to commentate the match when I'm looking at the brackets? You're all hand the man?
Yeah, I'm all hand the man.
You actually got to go play Ziff at some point in time. Ziff and...
No, I subbed out with somebody. Someone else taking my spot, but thanks.
All right. Not worried so much about that. Worried about TBAG and Chad. I'm not too surprised about Chad playing Fox. I mean, I know he's been playing his Fox for years. He's been breeding his Fox, if you will. I just kind of find it a little bit odd every time I see it, because anytime somebody mentions Chad to me, I always think of him as a Ganon player first and foremost.
Yeah,
for obvious reasons. He's been one of the strongest Ganons ever, but he's not afraid to pull out his Fox. So seeing as he's got this Ditto here against Dezno's Peach and Myztek's Fox, it's just kind of weird to wonder how we wound up on it. TBAG over on this side, trying to keep control of Myztek. Can't really get him off the stage, so he just pushes him over to Chad so he can help him out. Nice. Took the illusion off the table, but he couldn't get the edge guard. A little too deep in there. Chad on point, trying to leave Myztek in a 2-on-1. That was a good breakup, but Myztek was a little late, hit Dezno, and then just hops off himself. He's like, I don't want anything to do with this. Kind of hard to,
I always like watching doubles mirror matches,
Why is that?
It's just quite interesting to see how, 4 different players, 2 versus 2, how they approach a team of the same characters differently, even though it's the same characters.
See if they have different strategies, especially since you have the different dynamics of who's a more aggressive player. Do you have a more aggressive or a passive player?
Yeah.
Do you have some kind of strategy of I want this person on point? Do you try to play from offensive postures, defensive postures? How good is your team combo ability, stuff like that? How good is your coordination? I can totally understand it. And that being said, we're going to see a little bit more of it, because I would figure that having this much space that Chad might think to go to again, but no, he's still trying to keep the mirror going, still trying to keep the Ditto going.
Definitely.
He was looking for the edge guard. He was looking to CC anything that came in, crouch cancel anything that came in. Myztek tried to bump him off with the back air, but it didn't disrupt the edge guard at all. So Green Team sitting pretty strong with a 2-stock lead.
The other thing I like about double mirror matches is there's not really significant stage counter moves since everybody's playing the same character. It all just comes down to your skill as a team.
You would think that by default, if you just look at the characters, yeah, that is true.
Play styles, definitely.
Yeah, but when you start talking about it, the play styles, and you talk about character preferences, then there actually starts to be a widened gap.
Definitely.
Because you start talking about a question of Dezno and Myztek came to the stage. Maybe they like playing on more open spaces than as opposed to Yoshi's Story, for example.
Definitely.
But that being said, they're doing okay to bring it back. They have Chad at a solid 69%, but they can't just get him off the stage. Good down tilt by Chad to get his space back. Myztek with the up tilt. Can't really fall him out. Good. Took the jump away from him. And that's some of that coordination we were talking about. Even though Myztek sent Chad off with the back air, without any words, Dezno knew to hold the ledge so Chad couldn't get back up. That's the kind of thing you might not even be able to say to your partner in time.
Definitely.
Because when you got 4 of them sitting on top of each other, if he said anything to Dezno, that might have alerted TBAG to actually look over and try to help him out, which didn't happen.
Definitely.
T-Bag. He was looking for the jump in, couldn't find it. Wanted Dezno in front of him, but Dezno wisely stays behind him, so he couldn't get grabbed.
Ooh, good turn up to fair.
Yeah, and it was kind of convenient that he got a dot eyes because Dezno was looking to CC it. Even though he wasn't really at the percent, or he might not have been at the percent, having a dot eyes just took that option off the table.
Definitely. And blue team's starting to bring this back.
Uh-huh. We got even stock. Oh, we had even stocks. Let's go ahead and forget about that. 4-3. But it's still pretty close because we have Chad sitting at 111%. And so he's got to be really cautious for going over to the ledge like that, especially when Dezno tries to double down on him. They can't find him. And T-Bag was doing okay to hold him off, but he got broken through. Chad got clipped with the back. I'm surprised he made it back, though. And I like the hesitation using the platform just to get some space with that trade. Not the kind of trade he's looking for. Still okay. And even with T-Bag going down to his last stock, I still think it's okay because they have a Fox. They have a lot of KO power. Up smash, up airs, solid back airs to try to clean out Dezno's last stock. Good in there from T-Bag is also something he can use.
Very good there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, T-Bag wasn't looking for that. He was trying to cover Chad, so he went back to the center stage. But he was taking a hard look at Dezno. He could have punished the down smash, and that could have been like a heavy advantage. Still good enough. And Myztek getting his last stock stolen is going to struggle to find his way back to the stage. That was kind of nutty how that worked out, but it's not enough. Not enough at all.
Ooh,
what a save.
I have to say, T-Bag looks like the MVP of this match. Took some mad stocks.
Took a good amount of stocks. Made a lot of key saves, especially that last one we were talking about.
Definitely. Oh.
Even if Chad were to lose his stock, it's pretty much in their control because Chad is the one with the higher percent. So it's like if he slipped off, no big deal unless T-Bag somehow would have got put in some crazy setup, but nah, wasn't going to happen.
Definitely.
Solid 2-0.
Closes out the set.